from the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Amon, the king of the tribe of the house of Judah, even up to this day, these 23 years, the word of prophecy from before Yahweh was with me. And I spoke with you, rising up early and speaking, but you did not listen. And Yahweh sent to you all his servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them. But you did not listen, nor incline your ear to listen, saying, Return now each man from his evil way, and from the evil of your deeds, and dwell upon the land which Yahweh gave to you and to your fathers of old and forever. And do not follow the idols of the nations to worship them and to bow down to them. And do not provoke anger before me with the works of your hands. And I will not do evil to you. But you did not heed my memory, says Yahweh, so as to provoke anger before me with the works of your hands, to do yourselves evil. Therefore thus says Yahweh of hosts, because you have not heeded my words, behold, I send and bring all the kingdoms of the north, says Yahweh, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and I will set them against this land, and against its inhabitants, and against all these nations round about, and I will consume them, and make them a desolation and an astonishment, and a destruction forever. And I will destroy from them the sound of gladness, and the sound of rejoicing, the sound of bridegrooms, and the sound of brides, the sound of travelling companies, who rejoice with a light of a candle. And all this land shall be for a destruction, for a desolation, and these nations shall serve the king of Babylon for 70 years. And it shall be when 70 years are completed, that I will punish the king of Babylon and that people, says Yahweh, for their sins, and the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make them into an everlasting desolation. And I will bring upon that land all my words, which I have decreed against it. All that is written in this book, which Jeremiah has prophesied against all the nations. For many nations and great kings have ruled over them, even them, and I shall pay them according to their deserts, and according to the works of their hands. For thus says Yahweh Allah of Israel to me, receive this cup of wine of the curse from before me, and make all the nations against whom I am sending you drink it. And they shall drink and be confused and tossed about from before those who kill with the sword, whom I am sending to you. So I received the cup from before Yahweh, and I made all the nations against whom Yahweh has sent me to drink of it. Jerusalem and the towns of the house of Judah, and her kings, her princes, to give them over to the destruction for a desolation and an astonishment and a cursing, as at this day. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and his servants and his princes, and all his people, and all the auxiliaries, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Gaza, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the Ammonites, and all the kings of Tyre, and all the kings of Sidon, and all the kings of the island which is across the sea, and Dedan, and Tema, and Booz, and all who cut the corner of their hair, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the Arabs who dwell in tents in the wilderness, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north who are near and who are far off, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the nations which are on the face of the earth, and the king of Babylon shall drink after them. And you shall say to them, Thus says Yahweh of hosts, Allah of Israel, drink and be sated and be confused, and fall, and do not rise up from before those who kill with the sword, whom I am sending among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to receive the cup from your hand to drink, that you shall say to them, Thus says Yahweh of hosts, you shall certainly drink. For behold, I am beginning to do evil against this city, upon which my name is called. And do you think that you will be completely unpunished? You will not be unpunished, for I am summoning those who kill with the sword against all the inhabitants of the land, says Yahweh of hosts. And you shall prophesy to them all these words, and you shall say to them, Yahweh shall call from on high, and from his holy dwelling he shall lift up his memra. He will surely summon so that plunderers will come plundering against the land of the house of his Shekinah. Behold, like those who tread the winepress, who raise their voices, so shall trembling come upon all the inhabitants of the earth. Noise has come to the ends of the earth, for there is a law case before Yahweh against the nations. He is punishing all flesh. As for the wicked who are among them, he hands them over to the slaughter, says Yahweh. Thus says Yahweh of hosts, Behold, evil is going forth from people to people, and great nations shall suddenly come from the ends of the earth, and the slain shall be thrown down before Yahweh on that day, from one end of the earth to the other. They shall not be mourned, nor shall they be gathered, nor shall they be buried. They shall become dung, scattered upon the face of the earth. Howl, O kings, and cry out, and cover your heads with ashes, O mighty ones of the people. For your days are accomplished for the slaughter, and you shall be scattered and fall, you who were coveted like delightful vessels. And a place for flight shall perish from the kings, and rescue from the mighty ones of the people. The sound of the cry of the kings and the howling of the mighty ones of the people, for Yahweh has plundered their people, and their peaceful dwelling places shall be desolate because of the strength of Yahweh's anger. A king has gone into exile from his fortified place, for their land has become desolate, and from the sword of the enemy, which was like wine which intoxicated, and because of the strength of his anger.